I've been doing a little bit of work at a friend's garage recently. He's been super busy, so I said I'd help him out and do a couple of days a week there. I've not been able to take over all my tools, so to help him out, I've just taken a go bag full of tools that I think I'm going to need the most. And over the few months that I've been doing it, I've managed to refine that to a pretty good little grab bag, and it's enabled me to do all the usual stuff that you do at a garage: turbos, steering racks, servicing brakes, some light diagnostics, and I've gotten away with a hell of a lot out of a surprisingly small bag of tools. So I thought I'd share it with you on a nice little way of building up a bag of essentials for if you're out doing breakdowns or quick jobs. I'll make you realise that you don't need massive, great big toolboxes. Obviously you need your specialist tools and you need some things, and they will always be useful, but in a quick bag I'll show you what I've put in mine. So first things first, my trusty iron hell impact wrench, which I reviewed about, I don't know, a year ago or so. Still going strong, still doing really well. This is a little bit of a luxury item. You don't necessarily have to have that. I've got it there just for speed, so I choose to carry that. So that's kind of not necessary. But the next thing is this little box, which it's just like a multi-tool kit, which you can buy from anywhere really, and it's got extended sockets, extensions, a T-bar, and then you've got common Allen keys, common star drives, right the way down to a little tiny T6, and then you've got some UNF sockets, Phillips and flathead and poly drive screws, screwdriver heads. Then you've got all your common sockets, ratchet, a little hand bar, a UJ, some star drives, all the really useful stuff. That one gets used a lot for doing just quick small jobs, and that's dead handy. That covers a hell of a lot in one easy little box. Then of course you'll always need your hammer. Can't do without a hammer. I take a little smart multimeter with me. It's amazing how much you can do with just a multimeter when you get used to using it. Definitely worth taking with you. I've got a pair of safety glasses in there as well. These safety glasses are excellent because they've got a little reader lens in the bottom of them, just here. So if you're doing fine close-up work, maybe on fuse boxes, or you're looking at part numbers, or you're doing some really close detailed work, they're really handy. And obviously they save your eyes, which are the most important tool you have, and hard to replace. So yeah, pair of safety goggles, always a good idea. And then you got, this is just a head torch. I don't need to say any more about that. Having a head torch, I think, is an absolute game changer. So any sort of a head torch that you can get comes in handy. Then I've got a rail of impact sockets, right up to 22. I would say you probably want to go to 24, maybe 27 to cover all the bases, but yeah, a rail of impact sockets. Then I've got a rail of flank drive, 3/8 drive sockets, just your standard, covers all the bases. But then instead of carrying breaker bars and different size ratchets, I've got one 3/8 drive ratchet, but it extends to a really long bar, so you need a good quality one, otherwise they will just snap. But a good quality extendable ratchet covers all the bases as well. It's good for your 3/8 drive work, also good as a breaker bar. And then you can double that up. You can adapt it with a set of adapter sockets, so you can run 3/8 drive or 1/4" drive up and down. So again, you don't have to carry all ratchets for all occasions, all extensions for all occasions. So whilst we're talking about extensions, I've got the two most common extensions there. Just the 3" and the 6". Again, really handy, covers pretty much everything you're going to need to do. 3 pairs of pliers, side cutters, adjustable bull nose, and long nose. They'll do everything you need to do. That's your pliers sorted. Good old pair of really strong mole grips. Again, because I'm a bit lazy, I've got myself a cordless ratchet. Do you need it? Not really, but in the professional environment, cordless ratchet saves you a lot of money. Not so much money, saves you time. And then another really good tool you need is a pick. A nice, strong, versatile pick for just so many jobs, so many things you'll do with that pick. And then I've got my little bodge, my bodgy screwdriver. I use that for levering, chiseling, prying. It's not really a screwdriver. I just use it for any time I need a small lever to get in there. And then last but not least, I've got all my spanners from 8mm to 19mm. And all that goes into this little bag, and I carry it to my mate's garage a couple of days a week, and I've been doing it for months, and I've been amazed how much I can get done. I've swapped out turbos and steering racks and done all sorts of jobs just using this bag of tools. Very rarely have to borrow anything off the guys that work there. So that's a good little kit to get started with.